Good morning, everyone. Judy here at URE Farm, and today I want to catch you up on some of what's been going on in the winter garden here at URE Farm. Now, you always learn to expect the unexpected, and we've had some challenges here this winter that we haven't had before. So I want to show you some of those and what we're going to be doing about those. So I hope you will come along and maybe you can learn something, and maybe you have some suggestions for us. These are blackberry potatoes that I kept in the refrigerator over winter, and now in the second week of February, and you can see they've kept very well and just have some little sprouts on them. This is what I normally get. So just in a minute I'm going to show you some that I had in a different refrigerator that I normally keep potatoes in over the winter, and they do just fine, just like these did. But I'll show you what happened to the others this year that I don't understand. I usually plant my potatoes the last week in March, and that works well for me here in North Carolina. But since these have sprouted so, I'm going to put some in the ground now in February. And I don't know how that's going to work out, but I don't have a good source of this kind of potatoes that I would really like to grow this year. So I'm going to put these in the ground and just see what works out. The ones on the right are called Blackberry potatoes, and the ones on the left are called Grand Duke. Now, if you've watched any of our gardening videos, I know you have seen this electric netting that we have around our garden, and that has served us very well. For many years we have not had any problems with deer coming over the fence, even though we realized if they wanted to, they could jump over it. Not until this winter. Many years it has worked beautifully, but this winter they jumped the fence and came into the garden, and as a result they have eaten some of our collards in the fall garden. They don't like them a lot, I can tell, because they haven't eaten them all. They eat a little bit at a time, I guess because they really need something to eat. Still have some that we can eat. Then up here you can see that they have eaten the cover crop here. They've grazed it more than one time over the winter, so we don't have much, but at least we have roots in the ground here. And what is the most frustrating is up here with the strawberries. They've eaten our strawberries off. They are trying to come back some, and we may get a few strawberries here this spring, but it won't be like it would have been if they hadn't been damaged. First of all, here with the strawberries, it seemed that we had a rabbit that was getting in here because of the fur we saw. So we put this around it to keep rabbits out. Then we realized that deer were jumping in and coming into the garden. So to show you what we've done to try to take care of the deer problem. So I have to keep the deer out, or I will have lots of damage in the garden from the deer. So you can see over top of this netting I have put some of these little step-in posts for electric wire, and I turned it with the metal part up. Of course, I didn't want that touching the electric wire and causing arcing. And then I have put a wire, a poly braid all the way across over the electric netting, and now the poly braid is electrified. So I hope that's going to be enough to keep the deer out this year. So like everything, we'll see how that goes. I have collected leaves to go in the garden, and the garlic is coming along. Evidently deer do not like garlic because that has not been damaged, thankfully. So it's coming along. And then I have another bin of leaves up here that I've saved or hauled in to use in the garden. And I have built this one compost pile, and it has composted and it's ready to go. But I would also like to get another one built if I can soon. We've been gardening for about 40 years or more now, and there are always challenges and we always have some setbacks, but we've always managed to grow a lot of food for our family to eat every year. So don't get discouraged if you have setbacks. Just start over again and keep going. Okay, that's all I have for you today. I hope you have a great day and a happy garden season, and I encourage you just to grow something or visit your local farmer's market or buy organic whole foods and try to do the best you can for your family to preserve your health. Thank you for watching.